Now that I'm back from my brief holiday, let's chat about Payday 3, which as most of you will know, released last week. Payday 3's launch has been an unmitigated disaster for the company, and after a difficult road to developing Payday 3, this is truly the last thing the developers could ever have wanted for their game. So what did go wrong? Let's have a look at what's happened over the last few days, have a little chat about it, and I'll let you know how my first day of Payday 3 playing went. With that being said guys, be sure to click the subscribe button if you're enjoying this sort of content, check out the rest of my socials, and enjoy the video. When you launch Payday 3, you're instantly greeted with a very lengthy loading screen, followed by an account sign up. This account must be completed in order to play Payday 3, and it's essential in order to enable things like crossplay. Once you've done this, and it isn't a short setup if you're on console, you'll be booted straight into the game's main menu. There's also some tutorial in that main menu that you're advised to take, and I personally, as someone who's played Payday 2, would definitely recommend that you do take the tutorial, as Payday can be very confusing for newcomers. Let's talk about that tutorial. Is it good? Is it not? Well, the answer is somewhere in the middle. It's definitely a better tutorial than a lot of other games of this sort would give you, but in my opinion it's just not detailed enough. It doesn't quite go over the many intricacies that are in this new Payday game, even for a returning Payday player. And sure, I've not played it in a while, but I'd have expected to understand a lot more than I did jumping straight into the game. The tutorial doesn't last long, so before you know it, you're ready to play. It's launch day, you're incredibly excited. Let's talk about what follows that. Do you guys love looking at matchmaking screens? Well, Payday 3 is apparently the game for you, because my first day of Payday 3 looked very much like this, and nothing but this. This is how I'd say a good 90% of Payday 3's launch day player base found the game as well, and if you go on Twitter, it is an absolute hellhole of people complaining and developers asking for more time, and it's just an absolute shambles over there. Normally I'd definitely say that these sort of reactions could be unjustified due to the launch of a game being incredibly stressful on the developers, but the anger that players had towards the game this time was in my opinion justified, to a degree. Put it this way, Payday 3 had several server stress tests. It was, as an outsider's perspective anyway, ready to launch as any other multiplayer game could have been. Payday 3 is a big game, but it's not huge. We're not talking AAA standards here. Payday 3 should absolutely have had the server capacity to withstand a Game Pass launch. But unfortunately, through some level of incompetence, it was absolutely not ready. And it was almost 24 hours later until players were even able to load into a match. Let's talk about how day 2 of my Payday 3 playthrough went. You'd be allowed to think that day 2 of Payday 3's launch would have been better than day 1, but you'd be wrong. Let's just say that at the end of day 2, I had 2 matches clocked, and only one of those had actual players in it. The other one I'd waited so long between the first and second game that I accepted to play a game against just bots, and that game, put it this way, I left halfway through. It was not good, the bots weren't helpful, and I just didn't enjoy the experience, so I left. This is now a slightly improved situation following day 2, but it's still not great. Payday 3's matchmaking is incompetent. Almost useless, as GameRant put it, to say the least. And it's such a shame, because when you actually get into what Payday 3 has done, it's a highly improved package over the base gameplay of Payday 2. And this is after a few days of me barely getting any matches in because of the absolutely useless matchmaking. The broken launch of Payday 3 is not a great start, for the simple reason that it breaks the player's trust. And player trust is one of the most important things a live service game can have, especially one that has a predecessor as highly regarded as Payday 2. Payday is used to off-center launches, as Payday 2's launch also was not quite the experience that many players were imagining for the series. I would say that after a few days of getting the occasional match in here and there through the insufferable matchmaking, that Payday 3 is an improved package on Payday 2, on the base gameplay level. And I say that because Payday 3, on a surface level anyway, seems quite bare bones. I will be committing to a full post-launch review that will be coming in a few days, so be sure to subscribe and hit the like button on this video if you enjoyed, and to let me know that you're interested in that review. With that being said though, one thing I also liked about Payday 3 was its nice focus on customization, especially in the mask department. I love that we're allowed to not only purchase but also customize our own masks. It adds a massive amount of personalization to the experience, and it's something that I just enjoy doing while I'm waiting in the lobby. As well as that, I think that the AI of the police is vastly improved as to Payday 2, and it makes the game feel a lot more dynamic and organic as you're initiating the heist, as it's now broken up into several stages. With that being said though guys, I'm going to need some more time and some more matches now that I can actually play it in order to test out and review the game in its full form. If you're looking forward to that, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and let me know what your launch day experience at Payday 3 was like. Did you manage to play a game? Or were you like me, stranded at the loading screens with nowhere to play and nowhere to go? Take care guys, and I'll catch you all in a few days for the full review of Payday 3. Take care.